Hey you guys, it's Britt. Tonight we're here to react to a recent video I have been sent so many times. And don't get me wrong, when I say so many times, I'm a small channel, so it was a handful, I guess. But usually if I'm sent a video, it might be from 2 or 3 people. This video I was probably sent close to 10 times, and to me that's a lot. We're gonna do a reaction and see what this is all about. I did watch some of this video just to see if it's something that I should react to or just watch for myself, and I figured it would be a really good reaction. So it's from a channel called T-Lols, and they are a small channel. They have 66 subscribers, but this video has almost 1,100 views, and it's been up for about 2 weeks, so that says a lot. But we're gonna get into the Dad Challenge podcast Jesssfam, a case study. Before we get started on this, I want to put out my opinions about Jesssfam. From what I have seen, she has made some questionable decisions as far as, you know, showing her children to the internet. That I will never agree with. Don't like it. I know that sometimes her parenting style has come into question. Specifically, there was an issue last year with her children being unsupervised outside at their pool, and I don't remember all the specifics, but that was an issue. So she's kind of had issues peppered in, but at the end of the day, she is a family vlogger, and that's why, to my understanding, that's why she came onto Dad Challenge podcast radar a long time ago. But I will say, as far as being a scammy, gross influencer type family vlogger, Jesssfam to me is at the bottom of the list. Yeah, they show their kids, but as far as like running scams and being overall toxic all the time online, I would say that she's towards the bottom of the list. The one thing she did do that definitely made me side-eye her a lot was the way that she reacted to those girls. I'll link a video down below if you guys missed that, but they were running a fan page, and Sunkissed Mama and Jesssfam, you know, pretty much, you know, went in there and started bullying these young girls. I didn't like that. But aside from that, I don't think that she is someone who deserves the absolute annihilation of her appearance and her character that Dad Challenge podcast has done. His videos on Jesssfam, for me, they weren't ever really interesting. I did watch a couple of them, but it went from, again, this was, you know, back in the time where things went from commentary to just bullying and degrading people, and you guys know how I feel about that. So before I keep babbling, let's get into this video. I'll put it at 1.25 times speed. Hopefully that cuts down on this video a little bit, but can't make any promises, so let's get into it.
Oh, gotta dance. Oh, I hate when they put the music in and I have to dance to it. Can't stop dancing. Oh. Come on, man.
It says he spends far too much time discussing what Jess and other women look like. Agreed.
Jess and friends often wear clothes. I feel like they just need to go up one size. Like I sort of have clothes from when I was a little bit skinnier. I'm like, I'm gonna fit back into these, and I put them on. I'm like, ugh. I just one size, just one more size, and maybe be more comfortable. That's all I'm saying.
Very soakable. I like how they have.
Again, just put some clothes on.
First of all, why are we commenting on anyone's weight? I've always disagreed with this. I don't like it when people do it to someone like Nikocado Avocado. I just don't like when people comment on other people's weight. There are so many things that you can say about someone's actions. Commenting about how slim or not slim someone is, commenting on the way that they speak, the way that their physical appearance, the way that it looks. And I've said for the longest time, once you cross over from giving commentary on someone's actions, the words that they say, to, you know, Jesssfam needing to size up, you are a pig.
On the fit, please. Please! I just feel like, I'm not body shaming her or anything like that. Jesssfam's had kids. She looks great for
But you are.
having kids.
She looks great for having kids.
She looks great for having kids. What does that even mean? What does that even mean? I hear this a lot. People thinking that they're giving a compliment to someone who just had a child, and that's not the way to deliver a compliment. If he thinks that saying, oh, well, she looks so good for having kids, he's the same person that would walk into someone's home to see their newborn and say, oh, you look so great for just having a baby. And that's not a compliment. It's actually an insult, and it's disgusting.
Let's give Jess a little pass on this because she's a redhead and she's different body shape than most. Your feet are.
And then I woke up this morning and they're...
Also, your toes are nasty.
Oh.
All of these clips, first of all, I don't want to hear that anything was taken out of context because I've seen enough of his content to know that this is what he does. And the common question that I've had for a really long time, ever since I started to, kind of see things from a different stance, my common question has been, what does look shaming or body shaming someone have to do with the message of getting kids offline or having parents not make money off their children? Talking about someone's toes, body shaming people, what does that have to do with the overall message? And I don't want to hear, oh, it's snark, it's just meant to be funny. Insulting someone is not comedy.
What's up, fam?
What are you wearing?
Good morning. Good early morning.
Well, filters help.
So bad. I was going to say what's up, fam?
No.
It's really funny because he wants to say, oh, filters help. One of my biggest messages has always been, I like filters. They're fun, I get it. And if filters make you feel better about posting a selfie online, I'm here for it all day long. The only issue I've ever had with filters and Facetune and Photoshop and stuff is if it's being used to falsely advertise the results of a product. And that's why, I've seen it for so long in the beauty industry, long before Facetune and Photoshop were even being used on apps like Instagram and TikTok and stuff. Me starting out at MAC Cosmetics, I would see these ads come in that were Photoshopped, and it was saying, oh, use this, just as an example, use this Estee Lauder night cream and you'll have results like this. And it was clearly a perfected image of someone advertising the product. And when I saw that bleed over into social media, I had a big problem with it. If you're gonna use filters, fine, just don't use them to falsely advertise a product. That's always been my kind of shtick. This is also the same person who will sit on his channel and try to say that he's, degrading these women to remind other women that they are beautiful and worthy. One doesn't justify the other. I agree, all women are beautiful, but Jesssfam is in there as well. Even if you don't like her actions, her personality, what she's doing, focus on those things.
It's not the lighting. It's you.
This is the wrong...
I think she's sponsored by this shorts company too, and don't buy those. I wonder if she's sponsored by this shorts company. Because, nope. Stop wearing yellow. Why does she always wear...
And this is so funny, coming from him. Who are you to give fashion advice to anyone, dude?
so much yellow?
And it was all yellow.
Is it like, is yellow match with red? I don't get it. Nobody wears yellow because it's not good. Especially on pale skin. You shouldn't wear yellow on pale. You don't get like yellow on pale skin, especially on a redhead. No, yellow on like dark skin looks really good. Like it's a contrasting thing, right? But no, you can't even tan, Jess. So it doesn't even work for you. Listen to everybody around you. It's no in the yellow.
Ew.
You gotta stop with the yellow, Jess. I don't know who told you yellow looks good on you. It doesn't.
Maybe it makes her happy. Maybe wearing a specific color makes her happy. That sounds as dumb as people that get on me for always wearing black. I will say, it's a little more sporadic now, but especially like last year, people were constantly getting all over me for wearing black. Why do you always wear black? Oh, why don't you wear any color? Because I feel like it. I like wearing black clothing. And if I like it, I'm going to do it. It's not bothering you. Him commenting on her constantly wearing yellow has nothing to do with her using her kids for content, the things that she's doing, being problematic, has nothing to do with it.
Yellow is your arch nemesis. Let's just, okay?
And I would say being humble is Josh's arch nemesis, or being nice.
I'm sorry, but I'm rewinding and I'm slowing it down. I don't care what you say.
I want you guys to imagine something. Imagine if this was your husband sitting in the basement, slow motioning a clip of a mommy vlogger going down a slide that was see-through. And then combine that with all of the other things that, you know, he does. To me, that is not someone who I would be necessarily proud of calling my significant other. And again, that's just me. This is also someone who has a daughter. So every single time he wants to get on Jesssfam for, oh, she's a mom, she acts like this and she's a mom. Well, Josh, you act like this and you're a dad. It's appalling.
Oh, this slide is, I mean, again, it's not going to be flattering for anybody. How is the bikini sitting like that? Is there like a metal rod in there? How is it doing that? Also, no.
Why do you care? Why is that the thing that you're focused on? I think it says a lot more about you than it does about her swimsuit.
What are you doing? Stop it.
Look at this. Always right here and right here.
You should wear bathing suit. It's not so scandalous.
No.
So he acts grossed out, but he just did slow motion of the clear slide and watched it twice.
Don't wear slutty bathing suit.
What are you wearing, Hannah?
Dude, so I brought a little travel-sized aloe because your girl is hurt and I was trying to sleep last night and this hurt the most. I've got this little awkward bathing suit on now.
Thank God she called it out. She knows it's awkward. Yes. Where do you buy this? Who makes this? Shein? But again, you guys know I'm vanilla. I'm a loser. Oh, don't do that, please. Why would you do that? Stop bouncing around.
How about if it's so triggering for your vanilla ass, stop watching these mommy vloggers. Stop reacting if it triggers you so much and it upsets you so much that you're willing to rant on and on about what color somebody wears. You're gonna slow motion a clip of her going down a clear slide and then act grossed out when she's showing her legs in a swimsuit.
Yeah, baby.
How do you not just cringe with embarrassment when you're editing this?
So this is the same old thing. I'm gonna have a video coming soon. Rules for thee, but not for me, because that is Josh in a box. You know, especially once you really recognize it. It is insane to me. This guy can literally make fun of people for doing something, and he will do something, and it's supposed to be funny and something that subscribers like to see. Please.
She probably only put the best footage of that in there. I would be like, ugh, cringe of myself. Look, I know I'm all shapes as well, so that's why I don't do this. Cool?
But you do.
Dude, Hannah, it's weird to me. Hannah looks, in some ways, she could be 20, and then if you look at her at a different angle, she's 78. It's an enigma. It's really, really weird.
Why the fuck do you care, dude? Why are we, first of all, why are we guessing anyone's age? That's totally irrelevant to the message of getting kids off YouTube, making their parents wealthy. Secondly, we need a compilation of every time he looks at a woman and says, ew. I guarantee you the video would be 40 minutes long.
It's like the witch from Tangled, the mom when she falls out of the building and turns to dust.
Hannah just saved me. She
Mother knows best.
brought door. Good morning, beautiful. Beautiful. How
Hey,
are you
beautiful.
feeling? She's feeling good. $1 million.
Well, you look like $1 million. Monopoly money.
Someone had it. He was curious.
Earn.
Okay, if you notice, everything comes down to looks with him. Everything comes down to how someone looks, what kind of, medical beauty procedures they might have had done or not have done, what they're wearing. It's all surface level shit, and it's so funny. The video that I did about him teaching us all about drama baiting, to hear him so specifically say, oh, don't focus on the Botox and fillers and stuff. Don't focus on shallow stuff. Focus on actual criticism. And he literally fell flat so fucking fast. Oh my goodness. Look at this sexy mom.
Look, I know I'm all just shapes as well, but relax.
This is the thing with having a commentary channel. You have to have enough class and enough dignity to not agree with what these family vloggers are doing, but still keep the really hateful comments to yourself. Now, if you're thinking them in the back of your head, that's one thing, but to constantly just like word vomit all of these shallow things is what has put him in the position that he's in now. That's why so many creators are calling him out.
The forehead ratio in this picture. Look, I know I got a big forehead too. Big forehead, people unite. I wish you could teach me how to be classy.
He does this a lot where he will throw out an insult and then give the insult to himself as a way to discount giving the insult to the person that he's talking about. I've noticed he does that a lot. And, anyone that's buying into that, at this point, you're just being naive and you're in denial. But you can't say you're ugly. Oh, but I know I'm ugly too. That doesn't discount the fact that you just called someone ugly.
It's just not, is also shapes.
And telling someone why they have the best or worst beach body of 2021 is not constructive.
I'm pretty sure if I go back into Jesssfam's video, you'll hear her talking about trying to get beach body, bikini body. I guarantee it. Also, let's not forget, Jesssfam has done multiple surgeries to her body to get her body the way she wants. So who is she?
So have you, Josh. You have had surgery to lose weight. It's been something that he has said himself. So how about this? Let's stop shaming people for the body that they have, the voice that they have, the clothes that they decide they want to wear, whether it's because they like them, it's comfortable, the color makes them happy. If he could leave so much of this stuff out, it would not be what it is right now with so many people calling him out.
To say anything to anybody.
Yeah. Josh, haven't you also had surgery to change the way your body looks? Exactly.
If you accept everybody for who they are, but you go out and get tons of surgeries, I don't understand your logic. I agree. Shouldn't be making fun of people's looks, but let's not forget that influencer culture perpetuates this. You put yourself online, okay? You put out this look, you get surgeries, you do all the things, you get Botox, you do whatever it takes.
Not every influencer gets surgeries and has Botox and the fillers and all this kind of stuff. There are a lot of influencers that don't have that done. But none of that matters because you can literally have two influencers, both with the same size platform. One can have Botox fillers and whatever. The other one cannot have any of that. And the one that has it doesn't mean that they're better than the person that doesn't. Like, to me, it's just null and void. It has no, there's just no value in talking about that. Because both of these influencers could turn out to say something really problematic. They could both end up being really ungrateful for their, own fans. They could both end up feeding out scammy influencer classes. But the fact that one has had filler and one hasn't has nothing to do with the criticisms that needs to be delivered because of what they're doing with their platform.
To make yourself look perfect. Jesssfam, tries. Okay, and so all these my yummy mummies and family vloggers and all these influencers in the culture that you're talking about here, you make this terrible for those who can't achieve it. So those of us who come in here and talk about influencer culture and how bad it is, that's why we do it.
No, he does it because he has grown an audience that hates mommy vloggers, and they love the fact that he tears them down in such a vile manner. A lot of them do, not all of them, but there is a large part of his audience that has grown to really thrive off of his insults. They love to hear them, and they love to send him clips, that can be reacted to, because we know that he doesn't research who he talks about. But to me, it's just always been so funny to hear him try to, build up people's confidence that watch his videos, because at the end he'll have that little PSA, but all during the video you're telling people all of the wrong things. What if a subscriber listening has had surgery to their body, or Botox, or fillers, or loves to wear yellow? Then you're shitting all over them. Just because you're doing it to Jesssfam doesn't mean that those insults will not also affect someone else that could be watching.
What are your guys' thoughts?
What are your thoughts? Or you could say, what are your guys' thoughts? Guys's? Not a word. Thank you for not trying.
You need to look at it. Fine by me. Me and Chris came to
Chris and I. Okay.
Here are dry and hot. Me and my brother would swim
My brother and I.
outside for hours, and it was me and my brother would have
My brother and I.
so much fun. But I had no idea.
I just pulled a 9-minute video off the internet, and let's go through every time she says the word like, because it's fun.
We're like.
And I was like,
What does this have to do with the message of Jesssfam using her kids for views? It's not funny. It's not entertaining. All it is degrading a woman and becoming hyper fixated on the color hair that she has. So much so that you went out and bought a red wig so that you could continue to bully her.
Here's the thing. If you're going to come leave a comment on my shit and you don't watch me, that sucks for you. Because, oh my God, go to school. Did Jesssfam teach you English?
It's so funny. He wants people to watch his content to have an opinion of him, but he doesn't watch other people's content to get an opinion of them before he chooses to annihilate them and make 50 videos about the same person. He admitted that when he started to cover Maya Knight. He will receive a clip and literally run down into his basement and start dragging the person that he watched maybe a minute video on TikTok. That is not being a responsible commentary channel. And maybe he doesn't want to be a responsible commentary channel, but don't act like you care then. Don't act like you have a really important message to stand on if you're, the message went away just so long ago. I can't even give it any credit at this point.
Finn. Oh my God, she has way more ADD than the average person. This girl straight crazy. Holy crap.
That is something I would like to know. If you guys know for certain, has Jesssfam ever announced that she is ADHD? That is something that I don't know for sure. I did hear it from him, but that could have also just been something that he throws a diagnosis around because that's something that he likes to do. He calls every mommy vlogger a narcissist. He calls Jesssfam having ADHD. He says that Maya Knight's an alcoholic. So this is just a guy that constantly throws around all of these diagnoses, even though he is not qualified to do so, ever.
That's Adderall right there for you. She's like, you guys want pasta? Pillow or water? What do you guys want? What are you guys gonna eat? Kids are all like, Mom, chill. You want the guitar wooden spoon or the regular haunted spoon? What do you guys want? Yeah! Subscribe!
This to me, I will tell you guys, this bothers me. And I know if it bothers me, it definitely bothered a lot of other people. I do not appreciate when people make fun of others for what their mental health journey has been or what their overall health journey has been. Let's stop feeding into the stigma that is being on a, medication or on a treatment plan for an issue that you're having. There's enough stigma around it, and because of bullies like Josh acting like this, that is going to deter people from going to get help.
Holy shit, I thought I was crazy.
Hello, friends, and welcome to the Beauty and the Dad Bod Pod. Welcome back.
And I just took my Adderall about 30 minutes ago, so that'll be kicking in soon. So the conversation's going to get about 20 times faster than this.
There's like a time difference in the air from California here, and I was like, this takes fun fact. This whole video is so super long, I'm just going to say a bunch of shit. People look at me funny on YouTube, I'm eating and checking out. Oh my god, he's doing a big tail, so nice.
Like.
We talked a little bit about him there, but we have like...
The one thing I will say is I've heard from people who do take Adderall is that if you actually need the Adderall, it does not do that to you. Now, again, that's not me speaking from experience, but I have heard it from several people. Adderall does that to you if you're taking it and you don't necessarily need to. Does that make sense? But let me know down below.
If you're looking at my podcast, it's a Fantastic Four. I mean, I can't talk. Like, okay, like, if you don't listen to, like, there's quarantine. My Adderall is just, it's there. It's. I just took it. Like.
Tommy Kane are actually leaving today. They're going back. They spend the second half of their winter break at their mom's house. They're leaving.
So, like, totally going skating, like, and we haven't been skating for like 2 years and 3 years and stuff. Last time someone else died, but, we're gonna get the van, I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna eat so much sugar, and I took my Adderall and stuff like that, but I still can't, I feel like I'm just like a little bit, I feel like I'm just moving a little bit too slow.
Jeez, Jesssfam. I usually take.
I'm really growing to have like some kind of hatred for the things that he does and says online. It's so fucking disgusting.
Breaks from it on the weekends.
Yeah.
But I'm actually not going to, because it actually helps curb my appetite. And weekends is when I like go crazy because I'm at home.
Yeah.
But I've heard that Adderall and ADD medications often will curb people's creative ability. It actually increases mine like tenfold. Like I become a superhero. So, and I can do many things like cleaning. I can focus. Undiagnosed until I was about 35.
Yeah.
I didn't start taking medicine until I was about 38, and it was a game changer. And I swear to God, if I would have been able to take this type of medicine when I was in college or in high school, I would have had it better than a 60%.
Yeah.
I would have become a rocket scientist.
Yeah, I would.
And we don't know what to eat. Everything is closed, so...
Hey, everybody, eat food. Just sit in the car for 4 hours. I just want to, just want to get out and get something to eat and pee and, just walk around and shit like that. She's walking by tweakers are like, hi. Yeah, I get it. No, I've been there. People are giving her dollar bills and shit in the street.
In my opinion, I think that Jesssfam could really put him in his place if she wanted to. With her connections at YouTube and, her having a YouTube manager and them having connections to YouTube, I'm not saying that this should happen or it will, but I think that she could really put him in his place if she wanted to.
It is afternoon. They always call me out.
She's not a...
Before we get into the mom shaming part, let's just all remember that as we watch this part of the video, this is someone who spends hours of the day in his basement dragging moms on the internet to collect a paycheck. This is someone who sits in his basement bullying people to collect a paycheck. So I would say that if you live in a glass house, don't throw stones, because if we're gonna, go into parent shaming, I think that there's a lot of things that Josh should be shamed for, including leaving an embarrassing, if you want to call something a legacy, Let's talk about the legacy being left behind of my dad bullied parents on the internet.
Mom, she's like a cool friend, right?
6 minutes?
He's more mature than she is. This is a mother, an adult mother, an adult in general. Negative vibes. I'm gonna write a song.
I always find this interesting because there are definitely a lot of things that he focuses on that he could easily just like glaze over. And he chooses to talk about body parts and, you know, new mom stuff, like miscarriages, like when he talked about Brianna Kay's miscarriage. There are a lot of things as commentary channels. You don't have to react to everything. You don't have to give your opinion on everything that is a part of a video. You don't have to react to everything that a certain influencer does, even if you cover them. A lot of times, especially for him, a misogynist bully, it would be better to stay quiet and choose to focus on something that is more important.
Weird. Doesn't she, if you're breastfeeding, do you travel? Like, do you leave? What do you, your kitty? I guess like, you pump, and then you just like leave all the milk there enough to feed your baby for the days that you're gone, I guess. I feel that's a little bit weird. I'm just saying. You're breastfeeding and go to a party with a bunch of basic bimbos in Nashville. Okay.
Breastfeeding life. Can I share your moment yesterday when you had the pump on one side and a can of White Claw?
So classy. You're drinking while pumping your breast milk is so awesome.
Booze and we need breakfast. You know.
Booze and breakfast makes sense to me.
The two best combos.
Where are your children during COVID?
Oh my God, I literally just want my kids to be here right now.
So why didn't you bring your kids?
Because parents are allowed to travel without their children, Josh. You should know all about this.
Because you're selfish. Look, guys, I'm not...
So he's selfish. If he's saying that that's selfish, then he's selfish too. Hypocrisy 101.
saying you shouldn't be able to enjoy a vacation with your spouse and have some fun. I get that. I just feel like if you go on a cruise ship without your family, I'm like, oh, maybe a weekend away or something like that, but literally going somewhere your kids would love, as a parent, it hits me different. So my best friend is planning a bachelorette party for me. We're going to have a pleasure party and just hang out and drink. LMFAO. I thought it would be a nice chance to get all of us mommies together without kids and hang out. And I'm just going to leave these here. Bahaha. This is Jesssfam in all her glory. The mother vlogger, the mom of the year. Raise your hand if you're a mom in this room and you do this shit. Hard work.
Who cares? It's so funny to me how he cannot stand to see moms having fun. If you are a mom and you're having fun, whatever your version of fun is, if you're drinking, if you're on a party bus, if you're going to a club, if you're, you know, at a house party, you're a bad mom in his eyes. And that's just so ridiculous. I said before, when I talked about Maya Night, moms and dads too, parents and guardians need to be able to get away without their kids. And if your thing is going out with your college roommates or your best friend since elementary school and you want to try new cocktails or you want to go on a fucking party bus, that is your journey. That is okay. You have to be able to unplug and get away from your kids. That is normal. It is normal to want to be able to get away from your kids, and there's no shame in it. But if you're having fun, you're a bad mom to Josh. So
okay. Let's land there again. Hardworking. Can you explain to me what hardworking work that she does? If by sticking a camera up her nostrils every 2 seconds and playing with her hair and saying like. Then maybe. Yeah, I guess that's kind of hardworking. It's not hardworking. Stop telling me that family vloggers are hardworking. They're not.
There's not really any Christmas decorations.
Which I agree. I don't consider vlogging during the day as hard work. But if we're gonna say that videoing yourself is not hard work, then you're not a hard worker either. So let's not, you know, try to say that you're putting so much work into your channel. You're sitting in your basement annihilating women. So if you're gonna say that the vloggers aren't hardworking, then you're not hardworking either.
Why? Why not, Jesssfam? You don't do anything. This is another thing I hate about family vloggers, is they make tons of money and they're like, oh, I don't cook. Why? You are home all day long. You don't have a job. You stay at home. The cameras watch your kids, Jesssfam. Why don't you do things? Explain it. Hire somebody then. What is wrong with these people? They are so lazy.
Like, now I would have gotten so much hate for it.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that just don't like to cook. I know if y'all are watching this and you like to cook, I know that that will sound like totally crazy and weird, but there are a lot of people that just don't like to cook. And whether you have kids or not has nothing to do with it. Some people just don't like to cook. That's just what it is. And as long as their kids are still being fed, why does that matter? Who cares?
Well, why don't you buckle your kid right then? You should get hate for not buckling your kids in your seats. Okay? And she's not a person that makes good choices. One of the major issues we don't talk about, and her fans obviously don't want to talk about either, is this idea of so many different fathers in the picture. Okay, so if you look at this picture of her family, these kids are all going out to separate dads. Okay, and that is crazy because not only are they only half brothers and sisters, it is not conducive to raising a family. It's not good. It's not conducive to good parenting. Is what I'm saying. Come at me all you want. I'm not going to apologize for it. It's not conducive.
His thoughts on blended families are really interesting. I talked a couple of videos about, you guys now know that I have a half sister. I don't call her my half sister. I just call her my sister. But just so that you guys understand the dynamic, I did explain it. Same mom, different dads. And I don't understand why there's so much shade being given to someone who has a blended family or comes from a blended family. I don't think that there is any issue whatsoever with these kids going to different houses to visit their dads or whatever issue it is that he's trying to create here. If the parents are present, there's a few things that I think of when I think of a blended family. Is the other parent present? Are you able to have a healthy co-parenting relationship? Are your kids clothed, fed, and happy? If all of those boxes are checked, why does it matter? Why does it matter if they're going to their dad's house and spending a holiday here? And that's just part of a family, being broken up. I guess depending on how you look at it, it could be a sad reality, but that's just the way things go sometimes. And if the child is happy and the parents can co-parent to make sure the child is taken care of, that's all that should matter. To a family unit. What an important video because there is kids in here who have parents they're co-parenting. Everybody's co-parenting here. There's like 45 different parents in Jesssfam's life right now. This is such a crazy world and life that these kids lead. All different baby daddies, all different walks of life, all different, when they go out for Christmas and all these things, it's not cohesive. It's actually detrimental to children. I don't care what you guys say. The way that Jesssfam has led her life and the choices she has made have led her kids. What would be more detrimental to the children would be if the other parent was absent and not in the child's life at all. I would say that if both parents are in the picture and they are working together to make sure that the child's, taken care of and happy, that's what matters. To call it detrimental to me is just so stupid. If both the parents are present, that is what matters.
To a place where they're so discombobulated from different fathers and baby daddies and all these kinds of things and visitations and all that stuff, that it's just, I don't think it's that healthy. I don't think people that follow Jesssfam are like her. And they have this whole, not all of them, but a lot of them are like, yeah, it's, how do I say this without being super judgy? There's no way to say it, but they're just like her. And that's nasty. Like the person said, I have 3 kids and 5 baby daddies or whatever the other lady said too. She's like, we're the same. Celebrate making bad choices.
We're going to talk about mom shaming. We're going to talk about hate.
A lot of people are like, you mom shame, Josh. Do I mom shame? Do I? And again, let's be real.
All the time.
Okay, maybe I do. But which moms do I shame? Who do I shame? If that's what you want to call it. I shame those who deserve to be shamed. Okay? Maybe sometimes I deserve to be shamed, sure. And if you want to call it shaming, okay, I'll take it. And I'm going to continue to do it. So, suck it. She thinks this is so funny. So basically what she's telling her audience here is that to the plan B, which is the pill that you take if you don't want to have a child, right? I think we had unprotected sex and I don't want to get pregnant. She took plan B. If you know what plan B is, you know what plan B is, okay? Plan B is the pill that you take after you've had unprotected sex to make sure that the egg doesn't connect. Plan B is to help you to, basically unpregnant yourself.
He has no fucking clue what he's talking about. And I cannot stand when such a sensitive subject matter is just like glazed over with misinformation and judgmental bullshit. And nobody calls him out. Until now, now sure, but ew.
Even I don't know. Basically, it's how you terminate a pregnancy before it starts, I think.
Taken during the first half of the menstrual cycle, emergency contraception works specifically to prevent ovulation. In cases where it's too late to inhibit ovulation, emergency contraception is thought to also thicken cervical mucus, trapping sperm. And emergency contraception prevents pregnancy before fertilization. No studies have shown an effect from emergency contraception if fertilization has already occurred. It does not stop implantation from happening, nor does it have any effect after implantation has occurred. In this way, it's unable to cause an
And so she's laughing here to the plan B I took, and this is the girl who comes in the picture, and she's like, oh, I'm living. And the song is, I'm out here living though. I'm out here living though. So Jesssfam thinks it's funny to tell everybody that she wanted to terminate a pregnancy.
Unable to cause an
but it didn't work. So whoops. And then, but she's like, I'm out here living. She thinks this is a flex. And so a lot of people will say, well, she's doing this for her kids. Is she? Then why do you do this? Why are you putting this on your list?
The whole thing with the Jesssfam being on the wall, do I think that it's corny? Absolutely. Would I do it? Never. But he's so triggered by this fucking sign on her wall. I think that it's cringy, and I think that it's extra cringy that Sunkist Mama has a neon sign on her wall, kind of the same idea. But the things that he gets fixated on are just so... They're useless points to constantly keep bringing up.
Living room wall. When every time your kids walk into your living room, you're reminded of something. What is it? You're reminded that your mom is the center of the universe. You're reminded that your wife is the center of the universe. And all of you guys are just extras in her world. I'm not going to go put a, J-O-S-H. I'm not going to go put my name on the wall upstairs, okay? This is not a family. This is a mafia where Jesssfam is the head, okay? Nobody who is a good mom, who has a good family environment, honors themselves with their own plaque on their wall.
He's much more like Jesssfam than he wants to admit. And when he makes the mafia comparison, that's how most of us who have kind of, seen the other side of this, we look at him now as some kind of like weird mafia boss with, people right under him that will come and attack you and send you vile, hateful, cruel, negative comments and messages if you no longer like Dad Challenge podcast. There are literally people in my inbox who have said, I really want to share my opinion about this, but I'm really scared to make a video, or I'm really scared to share my opinion. That is not okay. We should all be able to subscribe and unsubscribe to whomever it is that we want to, and there should not be any fear of sharing your thoughts and opinions about that creator as long as you're not being a jerk about it. It is wild to me.
To me, one of the most egregious things is this, what we're watching right here. This guy who has to hang it, who looks super happy that he has to hang that. Look at the wall. Imagine go to someone's house. Welcome to the Jesssfam house. The Jess belt, the house of Jess belt. Nobody else matters but me. Aw, that's nice, Jesssfam. Glad you did that. It blows my mind that someone like this has the name of their channel on the home, and it doesn't surprise me because they will never have a normal childhood, right? And they can't have. Can you imagine your friends over? What's that on your wall? Oh, that's the name of my mom's YouTube channel. Oh, okay. That kid goes home and tells their parents like, well, let's not go there anymore. Okay, right. You know what bugs me? It's okay. Fine.
So now I'm waiting for that silver plaque to be hung on his wall, and then he can say how much he flexes his YouTube channel because he has it hanging on his wall.
Fine. I get it that that's super narcissistic, putting your logo up on your wall. Selfish narcissist with the Jesssfam on your wall. Dumb. But that it has 3 S's.
The narcissism thing really bothers me, but I think the diagnosis that bothers me the most is the addiction diagnosis that he tries to put on people like Maya Knight for drinking. Calling someone an alcoholic or saying that they are addicted to their ADHD medications or whatever, is so dangerous and it is so detrimental to do to someone. You just don't do that. I've told you guys before, I am not ever here to tell someone to pick a side or, oh, if you watch so-and-so, you're the worst. Never going to be here for that. We can all watch whoever it is that we want to watch. But the one thing that I will say is I don't understand how someone can watch a commentary channel and continue to take them seriously when they are out here literally diagnosing people with addiction diseases when they're not near qualified to do so.
Your name is literally emblazoned on your wall. She literally has a sign in her living room, Jesssfam. But you forgot to put like a Just Jess logo on the wall, loser. When you have Jesssfam written on your living room wall for everybody to see all the time, she is garbage at everything, and she has a sign on her living room wall of her name. She got pregnant to be on Teen Moms, and we have the receipts for it. I've got a video you can go watch about it. There is proof of this. It's not conjecture. She got pregnant at a young age to this guy you see in the photo, actually, to be famous, to try to get famous. I want to clarify that teen moms that have babies to get internet clout and fame and to become influencers are terrible people. That's it. This idea of 16 and pregnant and that it created this monster. 16 and pregnant is responsible for this.
He really hates teen moms, and I just find that really tacky and distasteful because his sister was actually a teen mom, which he's talked about his sister a couple times. I don't know info about her or anything, but to throw so much shame and guilt at women who, become pregnant as teenagers, I say that they actually need a lot of respect and credit because they stepped up to the plate and conquered something that they were not prepared to do so. A lot of them don't have support from their family. Look at Maya Knight. The father to her twins is totally MIA. So when these women step up to the plate and become moms at the age of 15, 16, 17, 18, give them respect as long as they are, not abusing their children, obviously. And no, I don't agree with having them online. But if the children are taken care of and they're not being mistreated or abused or, actually neglected, I don't understand why there's so much hate being given to them. And another claim that he made about Maya Knight that I want to talk about for just a second is the neglect claim. When you say that a mother has neglected her children, that is not a term to just toss around. At least in my mind, it's not. And to put that claim on someone like Maya Knight, who is present, does she drink? Yes. Did she neglect her children? No. Is she an alcoholic? No.
And responsible for a lot of things. And we're going to dive into I think people have been saying that 16 and pregnant made it so that there were less teen pregnancies, which I think is utter and absolute bullshit. Led to a 5.7% reduction in teen births. A percentage that accounts for 1/3 of the total decline in teen births.
Yeah, because nobody is out here literally getting pregnant to go on a teen mom show. That's just not a normal set of circumstances. And I believe that it actually dropped the teen pregnancy rate because what the show did was it showed so many of these struggles and the drama and the fighting and the issues that happened with, the family being mad at the young mom, and it was a lot. So I think by that being aired and it being watched by so many people, I absolutely believe that it dropped at least by 5%, if not more.
And if they're right, and if the data's correct, awesome. Because people are watching these train wrecks, and this is the problem. We've glamorized train wrecks on these shows.
So he said he knew info, he was proven wrong, and we're just gonna glaze over it. Okay, cool.
As far as I'm aware, it didn't stop teen pregnancy. It just increased the big old A, termination. That's what it did. So teen births is maybe what they're trying to say here.
And again, this is just another conspiracy that he is coming to with no proof and no facts. and we're just gonna keep it moving.
Utter and absolute bullshit, because she's proof that people were doing it to try to get famous. She gives me weird vibes, and it almost triggers me to like when I was growing up with a mother that was... I am a product of a young mom myself. And again, I only have half brothers and sisters.
Get ready for the trauma dumping. Here we go.
My mother, 4 different dads, 4 kids, okay? My brothers and sisters are half brothers and sisters, okay? And they have half brothers and sisters that I'm just discovering now. It's crazy, okay? When most of your kids are from different dads, that shit gets crazy, because I come from a family. My mother had 4 children, 4 different dads. Who abandoned me, who didn't treat her kids very well most of the time. Again, maybe it's because my mom did that when I was young. I never got to go on a vacation ever when I was young, okay? My mom did all the time. But I remember this one story. And my mom went away for 3 weeks to where did she go? It was like Cuba. For 3 weeks, guess how old I was? 13. Guess who stayed at home with me? Nobody. I was home alone for 3 weeks as a 13-year-old. She was very selfish and had addiction issues and that kind of thing. I'm also in a family where my sister, and she's given me permission to say this, had her first child when she was 16 years old. So not only am I a product of a super young mom, I'm also very, very closely related to someone who went through these issues as a mom. And partly as a result of her past, and partly as a result of decisions she made when she was a teenager, 2 of my kids are from my sister, okay? They're my nephews. So my sister...
He does this all the time. It's a little bit of pity me, I'm a victim, and honor me because I'm the, best person who's taking care of my family. It's a little bit of a mix depending on the day of the week and what mood he's in, but he will utilize his the sad upbringing that he had to his favor, and then he will turn around and utilize the I adopted these 2 boys, they really needed me, and I've done all these great things for my kids kind of thing. And it goes back and forth. Part of having a commentary channel on YouTube is being able to remove yourself from these situations and make sure that within your, the best of your ability, remain unbiased. Don't inject your personal trauma into why you hate mommy vloggers, or don't inject something that happened to you as a child as a reason why you hate teen parents. Like, you have to be able to remove yourself, and if your things that happen in your life make you a little bit more passionate about something, that's one thing, but when it becomes such a clear bias, that's where a lot of people start to have issue.
I have 2 of her kids. I've adopted 2 of my nephews. She has 4 kids, 4 different dads, okay? It gets crazy when you can't even keep track of that shit. So, and I just see remnants of the bad parts of my upbringing in Jess. Like, I see my mother in Jesssfam. Although there was some really good stuff too. Don't get me wrong, I love my mother. God rest her soul. But I think that's probably why the Jess gets me a lot. And maybe that's why I'm projecting, and maybe that's why I don't like it. Maybe I don't like her behavior, because I just had a shitty childhood. And I feel like I see a lot of what my sister and my mom did in Jesssfam, because she's a teen mom, and she's selfish. And it's 100% she's selfish.
So anyway, I will link this video down below. Go check out their channel. They have some other videos about Josh over there as well. But I did want to share this. Once so many people kind of, send it to me, I figured that it would be a good reaction. I want to make something really clear before I close out this video. We all stand on the same side of kids should not be used to build up families like the Ace family, where they have $1 million homes and extravagant lifestyles because they showed their kids to the internet from birth. We're all in agreement with that. But you cannot stand on that message and treat people like he treats Jesssfam or Brianna K or even Micah Stauffer. You have to really be able to keep the conversation going without it being just a platform that you use to bully people. And anytime you get called out for making fun of Jesssfam's toes or circling women's boobs during a reaction video, when you get called out for that, you revert back to, oh, well, I'm here to show you how fake these women are. We don't need a man in his basement telling us that influencers are fake. People know that influencers are fake. We've known it for years. Most people can pick out a filtered image or, you know, whatever when they're on social media. And at a certain point, okay, who cares? But the overall issue is the bullying and the really dark turn that he's taken with his content, and that's why we're here to talk about it. But this is going to be a really long video, so I hope you guys liked it. If you did, leave me a like and a comment, and if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.